Hello everyone, I'm Timothy McSwain and welcome to Minecraft 15W32A. I believe that's what it is anyway. Yes, 15W32A. Second snapshot, well, second major snapshot for 1.9. There was a 15W31B, but I usually only do one per major snapshot iteration there. I missed quite a few things last time. And so I wanted to go through those. In this update, there's not that much more. If I exit my world here, you can see that it now tells you what version of world was spawned in. I don't know if this is just for the snapshots or it's probably for all files. But see, like this is unknown because it was before this snapshot. And if you hover over the icon here, it'll tell you to make sure you back up your world before loading into the snapshot, just in case you run into problems. And obviously that's a good thing. So here's my 1.8 snapshot overview, and since it's a 1.8, it says, don't forget to back up the world. So that's really handy to have there. What I do want to go over today is most of the stuff is why do I have a diamond helmet in my hand? Okay, that's interesting. I had one there before. I put on some armor. One of them is dual-wielding, and I mentioned before that dual-wielding was not yet in the game, and I was incorrect. What I should have said was dual-wielding, the shields are not in the game yet, and I believe that's still true. You may be able to like equip a banner or something, but I doubt it. See, all it does is equip it as your second hand, and that's what it can do now. If you put, say, a sword, actually let's put a sword here, you'll see it goes in my other hand. And I now have, oh, okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's great. Okay, so see, now I have access to, I can block with this hand and attack with this hand. But it's really a complicated system. I don't know if they plan on fixing this or if this is the way they intend to have it work. But for right now, if you select an item or a blank slot and press F, it will move it back to your main hand, and you can do that with anything. I believe you can switch. Yeah. So the idea here is so you can choose what arrow you want and then fire that arrow, and which is a really cool mechanic. I mean, it's a little bit weird right now is the only thing, because if you have your sword here, left click swings the sword, right click blocks, right? So if you put that in your alternate hand, left click now doesn't attack, left click swings your hand, and right click activates whatever's in your other hand, but it's a right click, which means that your sword is going to block instead of attack. So I can't actually attack. I mean, it might look maybe for a second like I'm attacking, but I'm not. See, it's blocking. So it's not actually, I'm not able to attack with the sword in that hand. So I hope they fix that. I don't know if that's what they're intended to do, but I know that if I put a bow over here, yeah, now I can't even attack with the bow. Right clicking with this tries to right click with the arrow, it looks like. I have no idea. But see, it's kind of buggy. Now, what I did notice is that it's more valid now to have an axe as your main weapon, because if you put sharpness on it, it can do, see, this is +6 attack damage, this is +7. It can do still a decent amount of damage. And if you have it in your alternate hand there, you can attack with your sword. I guess not with a sword. Was it the alternate? There was one of these that worked really well. I don't remember. But I remember that an axe was a good option for some reason. I just can't remember what that reason was. Yeah, I can't activate the axe at all over there, so I don't know what it is. Anyway, there are some other cool things that you can do with this. I want to hurry up because there's a lot that I need to go over in this snapshot overview. One of them is planting crops. So if I take some bone meal and some seeds, and I'm gonna also need a hoe, right? So for one situation in life when you actually need a hoe. And let's just, I don't know, till out some ground here. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, really? Why is there bone meal in my hand? my mouse is a little sensitive, and I haven't played Minecraft in a while, so I have to get used to it again. But the idea here is if I press F with the seeds, I can now plant and bone meal. You just hold down right click. That's all you have to do here. I'm just holding down right click. I'm not even letting go of it at all, even between tiles. And it's going to grow all of this really well, or that grass, one of the two. And you can also do that, like, I think with the hoe, right? Yeah. Ugh. If you don't want to bone meal stuff, you can just hold down right click, which is a really nice way of doing things. I really like that. I think it's going to change a lot, and I can definitely see myself using that. The other one is, let's say you have some gravel and ladders. Now, if you the need to pillar up, put the gravel in your other hand and just hold down the button. And this is like revolutionary right here. Imagine all you can accomplish with this being so much faster than it used to be. And I don't know why I placed that gravel there, but and then when you're done, you can obviously, just like before, you can do the torch trick to bring it all back down if you use gravel. So that makes this extremely quick and a very nice solution for pillaring up and looking around. I bet I will use that for screenshots on my survival server and places like that. So that'll be really useful. As for some of the other changes in the game that I wanted to go over, there are most of it's in the end. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into the end here. And I spawned the portal blocks that way. I came in here by accident, and so I killed myself because I didn't want to fight the dragons quite yet. Now, from what I've seen, there should be a dragon automatically in this world unless they've changed something. Or I might just be too far away. You see now these pillars are in a circle. I don't believe they were like that before. There's no dragon here. Well, that's a glitch. There's supposed to be a dragon here. You'll notice now that some of these pillars have these iron bars around them, and that's so you can't shoot the ender crystal from a distance like this. It actually makes you go up there. There we go. We've got an ender dragon health bar. Sweet. So this one's not glitched out, and the reason... Yeah, there we go. There's a portal in the middle. And as you can see, the portal in the middle is not activated when it first starts. You have to kill the dragon while it's over here to make this. Normally, you kill the ender dragon, and wherever it was standing at the time would be where the portal spawned. But now it has to be over the middle there. So, like I mentioned before, I believe it is impossible to kill the ender dragon when she is not over the center. If I hit her right now, yeah, see, it didn't actually do any damage to her. But if I hit her when she's over the center, she'll die. And she has no health, obviously. Oh, there's an enderman at my spawn point now. So, things I've learned from that fight. The Ender Dragon will kill Enderman. I don't know if they'll fix that or not. The wings cause damage. And when the Endermen are mad at the Ender Dragon, they will follow her around. This portal, obviously, we all know what this does. It takes us back to the overworld. But if you notice off the distance, where did I see that? We'll have to go find it now. It lit up for a moment. There it is. This is the gateway to the next area of the end, which is a huge new thing they've added into here. If you throw an Ender Pearl into here, you get transported to the End City, which is this amazing new place. And as far as I know, what in the heck? Oh, it's going back down. Yeah, that's the portal. Like, puts beams out when you shoot it. I think you can even hit it and it'll. Yeah, put a beam out. But it's purple when you throw an Ender Pearl in, and that's what teleports you. First thing here, these are the course plants that I mentioned in my last snapshot overview, but this is how they grow naturally in the end here. Let's take a potion of night vision so we can see better. Now, if you were to go in... Oh, wow, look at that. You can see a structure over there. I'll get to that in a second. If you were to go into survival and hit one of these things, the whole thing breaks, and you get these chorus fruits. Chorus fruits themselves, if you eat them, it's supposed to teleport you. Yeah, see, teleports you, and it looks like did I teleport to another island, or I don't know. Now, if you were to, sorry. If you were to come up here to the top of one of these things, I have to do this because I need to be in survival to show you this. If you break it in creative, it won't do anything. But these fruits here, if you break them in survival mode, you get a chorus fruit. And chorus flower, excuse me. And you plant these down, and they will eventually grow into big plants. And they have to be on end stone to do that. Not end stone brick, and no other kinds of brick either. And this will let them grow. And really cool. I hope they add this to trees or something, because that's really cool watching these whole things get destroyed like that. Maybe an enchantment, like lumberjack enchantment, or I don't know, something like that. Might be kind of cool. Now, when you take these chorus fruits, you can make a new item called the popped chorus fruit, which is right here, popped chorus fruit. And that's made by putting chorus fruit into a furnace and cooking it. And when you get this chorus fruit, let me grab a crafting table. Go back into survival here so you can see it. I mean, I know I could do it that way anyway, but 4 in a pattern like that to make the new purple blocks. And I think, is this how you make the... No. But you can do this, right? No? Okay. Let's do this then and make them all into purple blocks. And I'm pretty sure this is how you make the stairs. Yep. And the slabs. And I think the pillars, or no. No, pillars would be this, right? Yeah, keeping with the way that that works and with other materials. So these are the variations that are available. The stairs, the slabs, the pillars, and the regular purple blocks. And I showed this in my last video, so check that out if you missed it. I'm going to go back into creative here, and we're going to go have a look at this fortress over here. Now these things are where the shulkers naturally spawn. You can see they're right here. I showed the shulkers off in my last video. You notice that they didn't do this to me before, but apparently there was like this before. I think that they would do this. Maybe it was the second version of the snapshot. I don't know. But they will actually teleport. Not always. But on occasion they will teleport, and they don't have a huge radius, so it should be around here somewhere. Oh, that was an Enderman. I don't think they naturally spawn there, so I'm pretty sure he teleported there. These things are a little bit difficult to traverse because there comes an area where you need to do parkour here, and some people are excellent at parkour. I myself, I'm not the best at it. I know I'm in creative, so I could just fly, but I've never actually tried this. This is the first time I've seen all this stuff. I mean, I saw it in other people's videos, but I knew it was here. I just, huh. These are the end rods that I showed last time too. They're like torches. I know that they're actually using them as part of the parkour now. That's cool because I know that you can use them to jump up places. They're like torches that you can stand on, I guess, is the way to put this. So, the way they want you to do it in survival is to use these. See, I suck at parkour. I would never get up here. The only way I would ever get up here is when you're in survival, these guys help you out. They shoot these things at you and you levitate up. Now, they do damage to you too, so obviously you have to be careful. But there you go. Easiest way. Oh, got hit by another one. You can hit them too. I discovered that before. Are they hitting each other by accident? I don't know. Actually, you can get some okay loot here. I think you get excellent loot some of these, but this one apparently sucks, unless they changed it for this snapshot. But there was, or maybe you have to go all the way up to get the really good stuff. But I saw like diamond armor and all kinds of stuff. So this one apparently is not that fruitful. Some of these you'll find connected together, which obviously would yield better results because there are more towers. There's also supposed to be like some kind of some kind of airship in there too. But that's all I really wanted to show anyway. I forgot that I was in survival. Anyway, here's some XP from the Ender Dragon fight. Last things I want to show you is they made changes to several blocks to the iron bars and to the glass panes. Before they would make a little like plus or X pattern on the block. Now, if you just have one, it will look like that. Before it was like, if I place 4 like this texture on this middle block here, see how it's like a plus or an X? That's the texture it used to have when you placed 1 down. But now, it is this little pillar here, which I can see being really useful, because you could use this to make, I don't know, you can use it to make bars, and it coexists with glass too, which is interesting. But like, this would be an interesting way to make like a pillar. Not a redstone map. Let's use glowstone. Like, well, can you? There we go. You have to shift click. So you can make pillars and stuff that way. It might be interesting. Another interesting thing is this glass now you can use to put in the middle of a beacon. Up here, beacon. And if you put this glass in the middle of a beacon, obviously we know from the other snapshots, that if you put glass in the middle of a beacon, it will change the color of the beacon, and that was doable with like here, like if you put a block right here, it would do that. And we could do that with panes before too, I believe. I never did it, but you could do it with panes before. But the difference now is the panes will actually fit inside the beacon block, so you can't, so you can see it in here. And this means that, you know, it looks really cool. It's a way to enhance the look of your colored beacons, which should be really cool. So there's that. I'm pretty sure there are some other stuff in here too. I know there's a new sneak enchantment. Not enchantment, sorry. A new sneak attribute that you can track, a new stat that'd be useful for map makers. They've made some minor changes to some stuff. I think they changed some minor behavior in this shulker, just some bug fixes and stuff. And they said this is laying the groundwork for future snapshots. So I expect that the future snapshots for 1.9 will have more features in them, and maybe even next week's. And this is just like setting it up for that. So that'll be really cool. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this snapshot. The snapshot is available now in the Minecraft launcher. If you enable development snapshots, remember I would recommend using a different installation folder so that you don't overwrite your Minecraft files, or if you do, make sure you do not start up a world that is for like 1.8 in one of the 1.9 snapshots, because it can definitely crash your game. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, a like would be very much appreciated. Comment if you have any questions about this snapshot, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Timothy McSwain, and I will see you next time.